welcome to our TED Talk. We're gonna go into the world of social media and algorithms. So Celeste, you know more about social media probably. What is social media by definition?
Well, an earlier definition, which was described by Ellison in 2007, was social media allows individuals to create public profiles, build a network of connections, view and traverse these connections and profiles. Well, I'd say I should probably give you an insight of the birth of this illegitimate child. So, firstly, these platforms were designed in 1997 by Andrew Wainwright. He created the first social media app, which was called 6 Degrees, a connection app, basically an unadvanced version of Messenger. After the app was shut down, MySpace came into the picture and became very popular.
But that was in 2007, Celeste. Don't you think that's like so far away?
Okay.
That we need a new sort of definition. You know, Instagram added and Facebook marketplaces, there are stories now, TikToks are basically videos of posts. The social media has become content, not connection making. Can you say that's the new definition?
Good point. In today's world, social media is described as interactive technologies that facilitate the creation of sharing information, ideas, interests, and basically any other form of expression through virtual communities and networks.
Okay, so now that Celeste introduced us to social media, I would like to say the definition of algorithms. So basically, algorithms are a fancy way to say a step-by-step road to our final destination. They're all around us. You actually, in your brain, have so many algorithms. Let's say, for example, if you need to buy a new computer, what do? First, you go to your friends, ask, which brand is better? Maybe Apple, maybe Asus, maybe Samsung. Then you go to the internet and collect some information about specs and any other things. Then you decide, finally, when you narrow it out to like 4 decisions, you decide which one looks prettier to you, which one you like to see on your desk or something. That's how you decide on a computer. Basically, a lot of knowledge, a lot of research put into just deciding for one computer. That's what algorithms are. And now I'd like to say, what algorithms are social media using? So, the main ones, first of all, hashtag reading. So if you open up Instagram, you look under the post, they're basically a description and hashtags. That's the first thing that algorithms looks into, the hashtags. You post a post, maybe you say hashtag get ready with me, hashtag felt cute mindedly later, hashtag life is awesome. And me as a user, I may scroll through my For You page and I see some hashtags like hashtag skincare, for example. And I always interact with the post, I always watch them double, and that's how algorithm knows I like hashtag skincare. The next one is description, and description is like less scannable, but it's still, you write something like, today I went to London. And London is a word, maybe a keyword, like you want to see London more on your free page. That's how algorithms get you to the post that you really want. Then we go to other people's reactions, so comment section. Maybe I like something that is cancelable. Like I like a post that gets people canceled. Like how do you find out if a post is canceled? That's in the comments, it's written. Like, oh, she's so canceled, oh, she's so done, I'm unfollowing, I'm reporting her, everything is so bad. That's how I find out my posts on cancel stuff, and that's how algorithms find them for me. The next one is prioritizing friends, basically. So when you open your Instagram, you firstly see your friends' posts, because you're more interested in their life than Hailey's Bieber life, probably. So when you see your friends' posts, which probably have like 5 or 10 likes, and then you see Hailey Bieber's posts, which have millions of likes. The next one is number of views, likes, and comments. This one is a basic one. If you like viral videos, you're gonna get viral videos. If you're a teenager, a small 11-year-old child, maybe you like to see on TikTok other small children dancing and making fun of themselves. Those videos do not get likes, but you like them more than the viral ones. So that's what you get. You get an 11-year-old making a TikTok, and it's good for you. It's what you like. Then color, audio, and frames per second. That's more a bit complicated one, but basically algorithms also scan like the post you view. It's like how long was it? Maybe I cannot just handle 1 minute long posts. I can only watch like 30 seconds. So the algorithm is just not going to provide me with longer posts. It's going to provide me with like that 15-second ones, 30 seconds max. Then color, of course, maybe I like more saturated posts. Maybe I'm colorblind and somehow I prefer the post that includes some certain colors. And frames per second, like how good the quality is. Maybe I like posts that are made with like worse phones. Maybe I like it when it's like super HD quality. That's what algorithm gives me. And the last one is object recognition. This one was found out like not that long ago when I mostly boosted. But it like finds objects that you like. So I give an example about skincare. So what if a content creator makes a whole video about it, doesn't say anything about skincare, but there is literally that ordinary product that I really like, and it's like the AI recognizes it and puts me into my For You page.
Okay, so Gabriele introduced you to algorithms. Now I'm going to give you a specific example on how these manipulated social media tactics actually work. So let's say you open up a social app for the first time with a new device, a new login. Let's take YouTube, for example. The instant you open up this app, you're going to be introduced to different types and styles of trending videos in your region. Now, let's keep in mind that at this point, YouTube only knows your location, some of your personal data. It doesn't actually know the content you're interested in. So every video you watch will be closely monitored and tracked by an algorithm, which will guide you through similar content and eventually drag you through a feed to make you as addictive and as invested as possible. Many people believe that by not actively engaging with social media content, not liking, not sharing, not commenting, they can somehow escape these data collection mechanisms. But this just gives you a false sense of security and privacy, while in reality, the passive users, which actually make up 90% of all social media users, are being tracked just as much as the active ones. See, social media is designed not to just collect data from active interactions, but also from passive behaviors, such as the type of content viewed, the websites visited outside of these platforms, but still linked to social media accounts, the time spent on specific posts. All these actions contribute to a creation of a very detailed digital profile, regardless of whether you choose to actively engage with the content or not. This also makes social media apps take extreme measures. For instance, Facebook and Instagram have been accused multiple times of poorly handling user data, violating users' privacy. Now, of course, they denied all these accusations of eye tracking and voice recording. Actually, Facebook actually wrote an official denial stating that Facebook does not use users' microphones to change users' news feeds and inform ads. They also argued that you seeing an advertisement on the items you recently talked about is just out of pure luck. Now, moving on to eye tracking. Instagram has published a few experiments where they track participants' eyes while they scroll through a bunch of images on Instagram. Now, this just confirms that Instagram actually has the technology to do that. Okay, so as I mentioned, Instagram and Facebook have denied all accusations of eye tracking and voice recording. But why is that? Well, because it isn't super ethical, is it? And a huge lawsuit, which would probably eventually lead to bankruptcy, is not a very good situation to be in.
Okay, so now Celeste introduces us to this wonderful news, right? You're being tracked, that's amazing. And now I'm going to introduce you to something even more wonderful. Do you want, Celeste, are you searching for a job?
Yes, actually.
Oh, so I have a really good proposition to you. And for you all, of course. So this job requires only 2 or 3 hours a day, mostly. It also degrades your brain, secondly. It also makes your attention span short, but it doesn't matter. The most fun stuff is that they don't pay you money. And you're the product, by the way. So that's what social media is. You're wasting 2 or 3 times every day being a product and making other people get money from you. So now I would like, if some of you want to, pull out your calculators on your phones. Of course, if you'd like, I'll say all the numbers. So let's say 3 hours a day, right? 3 hours a day times 365 days a year. That makes us 1,095 hours a year, and divided by 24 hours, it gets us 45.6 full-on days of social media. 45.6 days a year, you just staring into a screen and watching TikToks. Now, how much days could you do that instead of this? Well, it's your free time, not mine. I do that too, and it's awful. And now, how do you become a product, actually? So, first of all, let's say you're totally new to, let's for example take TikTok, and what does it do first for you? It reduces your attention span. It spams you videos and content or photos maybe that are 1 or 3 seconds long, 30 seconds, 3 minutes max, by the way. Are you? It's been 12 minutes. It's only been 12 minutes. Could you? 12 minutes. 10 more minutes, please. Thank you. Anyway, so talking about reduced attention span. Now, when it's reduced your attention span, it goes to another phase, which is sending notifications, multiple notifications, which actually give you more an exact, fairly enough dopamine, compared to cocaine. So getting notifications is kind of compared to snorting cocaine. And that is fun, right? So now you're addicted, you have no attention span, so watching movies and reading books are not as satisfying as watching Instagram or TikTok or other short contents. And that's how you become the product. Now, why is that bad? Okay, what's the problem? Now, the next phase is brainwashing you, basically. Because Instagram is free, but it's not a feed. It's advertisements, content, and advertisements. So you're basically just making yourself getting all those advertisements in your head. Now, the other bad thing is, have you all heard about the election that happened in 2019? I guess you all heard about it. I'll give you 2 seconds to think. 1, 2. Okay, so it was Trump election. And I know a lot of you know what happened. Basically, there were a lot of advertisements. Trump decided that he wants to try a new marketing form. He went to Facebook and said, hey, here's $20 million. I want my face everywhere. Every advertisement people can see, I want it there. And it happened. Trump, with his post, reached 1.3 billion people. 1.3 billion people. So let's take, for example, the most vulnerable voters, which are you guys, because some voters just turned 18. They don't care about the government. I'm still in school. Why should I know a lot of stuff? I don't know, actually. If I had to vote now, I'll just, ask my mom or something. But then I get posts of Trump posing next to an American flag, posting next to an eagle, speaking something into the microphone. I just don't know what he's speaking. It's like this. Now he looks serious. I would vote for him, I guess. So that's how he got voted, basically. Not saying anything. He just a marketing genius. Used a strategy that Facebook sued, kind of. Yeah, that's what social media can do now. And let's talk about the next app called Twitter. Now it's X, so I put in both logos so you don't get any. You get the point. Anyways, so about Twitter. So what Twitter is basically tweets and retweets. It's like real life conversation with people. Now, that's not bad, right? It's just platform. But what journalists have been using for the past 3 years is they take Twitter into account as a street interview. So if people retweet down Twitter, they take it as a public opinion. Now, it's easy, it was easy, Celeste will talk about it, why is that now, but Twerk in 2018 said this quote before Twitter even was that popular, is that it's not the problem that journalists say these quotes, is that sometimes the retweets are not from ordinary people, or sometimes not even from people at all.
Okay, so now let's talk about AI and how these situations can actually be used. So we've all heard about deepfake. It's an AI visual tool which generates images of non-existent people and posts them. So LinkedIn actually received an attack from spies. Here's a Chris Walker-Stroke quote explaining the whole situation. So, deepfake technology, which can generate images of non-existent people using artificial intelligence, has been used by scammers to create fake profiles. U.S. intelligence officials have claimed that foreigner spies use these fake profiles to establish contacts and gather information on the business social network LinkedIn. Now, you might say, but it's not that bad, it's just spies. Well, it is. It actually affects you, or probably will. If it doesn't, you just don't know that yet. So let's take...
But it doesn't. I don't care. But
okay.
It just spies. Why?
Let's say a company launches a product which is not that good, it could be better, meaning that it probably won't be as successful. But thanks to AI, there's a solution for that. These companies invest in two marketing forms. One where they launch a lot of ads, the other one where they create fake profiles to comment on those ads and boost them. Now, this might seem like a lot of work, but it actually isn't. It's way more cheaper and way more effective than launching numerous ads, because the accounts are faked so good they actually look realistic. And that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that it doesn't take a lot of time for AI to create these ads and to figure out what makes one post trending or not.
So in conclusion, guys, I know you're all heard about this like a million of times. Like some of the information is so relevant, but we still have to put it in because it still is bad. All we want from this TED Talk is for you to be more cautious, think through all of the things you read for social media, because it's now even more fake than it's been ever before. Now anyone can influence your opinion who has a bit of cash or knowledge how to do it. So please be cautious. And thank you for watching.